The Detroit Lions have hired David Shaw as their new passing game coordinator. I will be honest with you guys right off the bat. I was a bit surprised by this name. Um, I didn't expect to lose Tanner Engstrand, last week. I thought that he would be promoted. Obviously, that didn't work out for whatever reasons. We hired John Morton as the new offensive coordinator. Aaron Glenn leaves to New York. He's looking for a new OC over there. And Tanner Engstrand's name had popped up earlier this week as the favorite to take that job. When we hired David Shaw, it all but confirmed Tanner Engstrand's exit. And that obviously became official just, earlier today, maybe an hour or so ago. But yeah, David Shaw is the new passing game coordinator for our Detroit Lions. So before we get into Tanner Engstrand and that little bit, let's go ahead and just kind of take a look at David Shaw's history real quick. Let me go ahead and share this screen. This is from Pride of Detroit. Go ahead and go check them out if you haven't already. This article is written by Jeremy Reisman, friend of the program. Go give him a follow on X at Detroit Online. Good dude. They are not sponsoring this video. I'm just, shameless plug for one of the guys in the industry and a guy that I have a lot of respect for. So yeah, go check them out. But it's just a brief little article about David Shaw and just giving you some history for maybe some of you that don't know. But he goes on to say that Shaw has a long history of coaching dating back to 1995, but he most notably got his NFL start right alongside new Lions offensive coordinator John Morton with the Oakland Raiders. So there is some familiarity between John Morton, who's obviously, like he just said, our offensive coordinator, and David Shaw. So that makes a lot of sense. They worked together in Oakland. He said while Morton was cutting his teeth as an offensive assistant, Shaw was the Raiders quality control coach. Okay, there we go. Eventually, both would climb the ladder. Shaw becoming the Raiders quarterbacks coach in 2001, and Morton becoming the team's tight end coach for a few years later. Okay, cool. So there is familiarity there, which is obviously that's how it is in these coaching ranks, man. I don't even know if maybe let me be careful saying this. Sometimes it's not who's the best qualified. It's just like anything else in life. It's who you know. And maybe this is that case. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to take any shots at David Shaw. I just, obviously him and John Morton have a history, so it's going to make working together a lot easier. Jeremy Rising goes on to add that Shaw has coached quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs, but he's most known for his 12-year stint as the head coach of the Stanford Cardinals. Correct. He was a very successful collegiate coach. He amassed a 96-54 record, including 3 top 10 finishes. He was also named Pac-12 Coach of the Year 4 times and earned a pair of Rose Bowl victories during a stretch of 8 straight winning seasons for the Cardinals. Over that time, he worked with players like Andrew Luck and Christian McCaffrey, notably, right? Yeah, he took over for Jim Harbaugh after Jim Harbaugh left for the Niners. He was. That's how I remember David Shaw, right? Collegiately, I didn't even really know he had that much of an NFL history. Um, but yeah, David Shaw, the new passing game coordinator. Oh, look at this. Oh, he was with the Broncos last year. Okay, that makes that makes more sense. Shaw resigned and took a year off football in 2023. However, he returned last year to become a senior personnel executive for the Denver Broncos. Well, there you have it. John Morton from the Denver Broncos. Seems like those guys have a long history. So, and that's fine. I'm not against that, right? It's good to be comfortable with your staff. And listen, I don't think David Shaw is a bad coach, to be honest. And obviously, with the exit of Tanner Engstrand, we needed to replace him. Who better than to have someone on the staff that you trust? So we'll see how much of an impact the loss of Tanner Engstrand has, what David Shaw is able to bring to this offense. Obviously, it's going to be, the key pieces are still there, but it's going to look a little different. Ben Johnson's no longer here. We got a new OC in John Morton, new passing game coordinator now. A new wide receiver coach still needs to be hired. Things are going to look different. So I'm interested to see how everything shakes out. But yeah, let's touch on Tanner Engstrand for a minute because obviously he was a favorite for the offensive coordinator position, and it just didn't work out here for whatever reason. He didn't get the job. That's nothing against Tanner Engstrand. It's just obviously Dan Campbell wanted to go a different way. No big deal. But he goes and he joins the New York Jets, and I don't really have a problem with that it's funny how, man, Ben Johnson leaves, he takes JT Barrett and Antoine Randall. Aaron Glenn leaves, he takes Steve Hyden, and now Tanner Engstrand. It's just it's the unfortunate part of the business, right? Where you lose coordinators and then they start plucking your lower level assistants and promoting them. So whatever, good move for Tanner. He didn't get the OC position here. He goes to New York and gets it, and hey, it is what it is. Um, it's just a long list of staff members that we've lost now, man. Like I mentioned before, Steve Hyden left, and Tanner Engstrand to join Aaron Glenn. Ben Johnson with JT Barrett and Antoine Randall, Terrell Williams for New England, and I'm sitting here like, when does the bleeding stop? Have we finally kind of reached that point where we're done with it? Who knows? It remains to be seen. But yeah, man, it's that time of the year. A lot of moving parts. A lot of things are gonna get shaken out before the league new year, and then we obviously are gonna get right into free agency. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we fill out this staff. I'm excited to see what this offense looks like next year. Is there any tweaks? Do we get back to that run heavy approach? I think we got away from it a little bit last year, in my opinion, and whatever. I mean, we had a great offense. That's no secret, but I think that when we're at our best, we're running the ball more than we're throwing the ball. So let's see if we can get back to that, man. But let me know what you guys think of the hire of David Shaw, the exit of Tanner Engstrand. Did it catch you guys by surprise? Did you want to see maybe something else? And yeah, let me know if you think anybody else is going to be leaving the staff. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you as always. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We did just hit our first goal of 100 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for helping us reach that milestone. We're on our way. We're gonna set, I think, try to get to 500 hopefully by the end of the year, but we'll see, man. We're just trying to figure this whole thing out and navigate this space, and we can't do it without you guys. So please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications for all future content, like the video if you are enjoying the content, and let me know what you guys think of these hires and exits or staff leaving down in the comments. Again, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you. Peace.